job?
I'm a football player, football coach, and I do some volunteering on the side.
What were the main skills that you had used to get where you are to this position today?
I would say communication first. If it wasn't for communication, honestly, I wouldn't be able to play football. You do need to use your voice in football. Empathy is another one. Putting yourself in other people's shoes. If you see someone is out, not feeling involved, obviously going up to them, asking them what's wrong, trying to get them involved. Determination. Like, don't give up. At one point, I literally did want to give up, but if I gave up, I thought, what was the point of starting in the first place?
So, Fatima, what makes a good teammate?
Someone that's respectful, someone that respects themselves as well, someone that's a team player, as in like gets everyone in, make sure there's no one left out.
As a coach,
Yep.
How do you make sure that your sessions are fresh? And how do you make sure that you learn from those sessions?
I love to go and observe other coaches. So I've had so many coaches through the years, so I've been able to combine some of the skills that some of the coaches have had and just try and put a little tweak on my own in. Even just watch games, honestly. Watching professional players and then thinking about what they're good at and what they need to work on.
So is leadership a really big thing in your job?
Yes, because if I wasn't a good leader, the young people wouldn't be as respectful or even just being motivated, to enjoy the sport, because you would always want to have a role model and a person you can look up to and be like, I do want to be someone like her. Leadership is all about like inspiring everyone around us, like making sure that when one person does look at you, they go, oh wow, who's this?
So Fatima, were you always confident from a very young age?
Absolutely not. When I was younger, I was that kid that would hide underneath other kids and be like really afraid. I'm the oldest of 5 kids. So through the years, I gained more confidence as each child came because I was the oldest. So I thought, you know what, I need to be a leader, make sure that these kids like try and follow where I'm going.
Yeah.
Then it got to football where if you wasn't ever heard, you were never going to get the ball and you need to be heard to start playing the game. So literally my confidence started building. Never feel like you're not wanted and make sure that you're always following your dreams. You don't have to be the best at something to enjoy it. It's someone basic that can't even kick a ball straight but is having fun.
So the overall message is just go for it.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, and just do what you can, just try your best.
Yeah.
Are there any other challenges that you might have faced during your football career?
So in my family culture, they hate the fact that I'm succeeding in something that they don't like girls or females doing. When I was younger, it got to the point where coaches did lie about my whereabouts to my father because he didn't want me playing that sport. But then literally through the years, seeing the achievements I got, seeing the different mindset I had, and my mum's literally so proud of me. Like, she gives me rings every day, goes, how was football today? Like, how was training today? How was your coaching session? It's so amazing knowing that I've changed so many other people's like mindset about just females playing football.
What qualifications did you need to have to open up in this coaching career?
When I was in high school in year 9, there was an after-school session with QPR and I did my level 1 in coaching. That's when the opportunity started coming in. So I started doing after-school sessions. My teacher was like, you could like start coaching the session because you are now qualified. And then I started getting into like refereeing.
Is there any advice for someone who wants to get into the football coaching?
Make sure that they have confidence. Maybe your voice could be heard for other people. Anything you do in life, make sure that you're always respectful. Because at the end of the day, you'd rather gain all of this successful things that you've been doing and be like, I did it right and I made sure I took the good route than the wrong route.
Yeah.